Hello and welcome to the RM video channel. Today I am controlling Bristol Airport UK, which is Echo Golf Golf Delta, on the Vatsim air traffic control system. And we have one aircraft on the plot, EZ276, destination Edinburgh, routed via the Brecon 1 Zulu SID, and so we are now waiting for him to call for clearance. We do not have any higher air traffic control in operation once the aircraft wishes to go onto the runway and leave the airport. So we will pass him to So we will instruct him to monitor Unicom, which is the general channel for aircraft to communicate with each other once in the air, if not being controlled by air traffic control. This display is the SMR ground display, and we can zoom out to look at the surrounding area. We also have various settings. For example, the extended center line, which you saw just now, we can set that so that it only shows for the arrival runway. So I tick it there, and as you will see, the blue lines have disappeared from 27 because
1017 with information Bravo requesting clearance to Edinburgh.
EZ276 Bristol ground, good afternoon. Cleared Edinburgh via Brecon 1 Zulu departure, squawk 7206.
Cleared to Brecon 1 Zulu departure, squawk 7216, EZ276.
EZ276 negative, squawk 7206.
7206, EZ276.
EZ276 correct. Aircraft control or air traffic control system is controlled by Vatsim, the airport, and all of the scenery.
Bristol ground, EZ276 requesting push and start.
EZ276 stand 29, push and start approved.
Start and push approved, EZ276.
So he's just requested push and start from here, so he will push back up there and then he will call for taxi. So we set this code to push so that we know what he is supposed to be doing. As I was saying, the scenery and the underlying control system is by Euroscope. To become an air traffic controller, there are various theory courses and a test, followed by practical mentoring and a practical test. And there are various other add-ons and more training for more senior levels. at the moment I am authorized for ground, which means that I can control clearance delivery, which is confirming their routing and so on, and then I can control ground, which as you can see on this chart, I can control up to the holding points but not the rest of the taxiways nor the runway. Also, if aircraft want to cross from here to here or here to here, I cannot control their crossing. For that I would have to have a higher level of qualification for tower. The Euroscope and Vatsim systems are quite clever, as we can see what the aircraft is doing. So the pilot in EZ276 is operating from his PC somewhere, and we are seeing what he is doing. So it is a sort of social interaction, as well as you can be talking to people from all over the world flying into the aircraft or out of the flying into the airport or out of the airport that you are controlling.
EZ276 request taxi.
EZ276 taxi holding point Golf X-ray via Golf.
Taxi to Golf X-ray via Golf. EZ276.
So he's requested taxi, so we change the status to taxi, and in the scratch pad we insert the holding point to which he is being directed, which in this case is Golf X-ray, which is situated here, preparatory to taking off from runway 09. So he is now taxiing Not quite sure what he was doing there, as he did not turn and then reversed and then turned. So in a minute, because we have no higher air traffic control, I will release him to monitor Unicom channel, and that will be the end of my involvement as far as he is concerned. Vatsim also has an audio system that behaves just like a real VHF system, and each controller has his or her own channel. Which is controlled from this system. So I am on ground and I am not listening or transmitting on any other channels. Easy 276, no further ATC available. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Enjoy your flight. Bye bye.
122.8. Thank you very much for your help.
So the pilot, will now have transferred his frequency to the Unicom channel, and he will be listening on that and also watching for text messages on it to see if there are any other aircraft around. Also, when he goes on to the taxiway leading to the runway, he will look visually to see if there are any other aircraft before he lines up and takes off. We now have another aircraft has come into the system. Tomjet 92 Victor. He is going to Keflavik in Iceland. And we'll follow a similar routing to start with. As he is going west, his flight level must be even, and the previous aircraft was going north, so his flight level would be even as well. Easy 276 now departing, and so he is removed from my departure list, and that is automatic. As you can see on the screen, there are various lists. We have a list of aircraft, we have an arrival list. The sector inbound list is not critical, but it does enable us to see aircraft that are a long distance away that are intending to have Bristol as their destination. We have a countdown timer which is really only relevant for tower. Similarly, the area QNH and the minimum stack levels, which I don't really need on ground. The METARs shows the summary for the wind and the barometric pressure adjusted to sea level, QNH, and that comes from the full weather information screen. And then we have the controllers which are relevant or close to this airport. So although we have 2 London controllers, those 2 are not relevant to Bristol. We now have Tower has come online. So I will talk to him. So as you can see, he has sent me a text and I've sent him a reply saying what our operational situation is, runway 09, information Bravo. On this system I also have other screens showing on a separate monitor. Whoops. For example, Pathfinder, which enables me to check routings.
Bristol ground, good afternoon. Tomjet 92 Victor, mic check.
Tomjet 92 Victor, Bristol ground, very good afternoon. Readability 5.
Readability 5, thanks. And Tomjet 92 Victor, we are at gate 22 in a Boeing 737-800 series, QNH 1017, information Bravo, requesting IFR to Keflavik.
Tomjet 92 Victor cleared Keflavik via Brecon 1 Zulu departure, squawk with 0323.
Right, we are clear on the Brecon 1 Zulu departure off 09 and squawk 0323. Thanks, Tomjet 92 Victor.
Tomjet 92 Victor, correct. We now also have a light aircraft down here in the light aircraft area of the airport. There's a Cessna 172 single piston aircraft who's going to Cardiff, and he is going visual flight regulations. So I will not be able to give him clearance because that has to be given by a higher authority, and the relevant higher authority is not online. So when he requests taxi, then I will pre-note tower.
Bristol ground, Tomjet 92 Victor, gate 22, request push and start.
Tomjet 92 Victor, set squawk 0323.
Just done that now.
Roger. Tomjet 92 Victor, stand to 2, push and start approved, face west.
Push and start approved, face west, thanks, 92 Victor.
So Tomjet has just requested push and start, so we correct his status, and we told him to face west, so we put W next to his stand number in the scratchpad, just to remind ourselves which way he's supposed to be going. And his squawk was red before I asked him to set it, and it's now changed to white because he has set it on his system.
Tomjet 92 Victor, request taxi.
Tomjet 92 Victor, taxi Honey Point Golf X-ray.
Golf X-ray 409, thanks, 92 Victor.
And you can see that we can also monitor the ground speed of the aircraft. They are not supposed to exceed 30 miles an hour. Tomjet 92 Victor, contact tower 133.850. Enjoy your flight, bye bye.
133850, thanks for the amazing ATC, keep it up, bye.
Cheers. So we can look at a full flight plan by clicking on the destination of an aircraft. This one's quite simple. He's going direct to Cardiff. And he's planning, has no particular takeoff time planned. Well, that is interesting because a new controller has just come on, London West. Now London West is a higher controller for Bristol, so you have my own control, which is ground, not shown on the list, and then you have tower, and then we jump to London West. So I can obtain clearance for this aircraft when he requests it from London West. And his frequency, or her frequency, is 126.075. So London West, having signed on, just checking with me which runway I am operating. And that his control station flashed to tell me there was a message. So to reset to this aircraft I have to go back to here, double click. We now have a potential incoming aircraft at 38 miles, and those are his details. Coming from Stuttgart, and will be arriving at approximately 15:45, which is in 7 minutes. The incoming aircraft is a business jet, twin jet, Cessna Citation. So normally that aircraft will be directed to the business aviation section, and you can see that when that aircraft set off he was expecting to arrive on runway 27, but of course the wind here is different, so the London West controller should be bringing him in to runway 09, and we now have another aircraft just logged on, and that one is going to Valley, which is an RAF station in Wales, and so he's going west, which will be 160 even, although he might not be given that.
Bristol ground, good afternoon, this is XXX29, how do you read me?
TPX29, Bristol ground, good afternoon, readability 5.
Readability 5, XXX29.
And you can see that the incoming aircraft, his mileage counter is going up, which seems to indicate that he is being directed around to the other side of the airfield for landing on 09.
Bristol ground, this is XXX29, is that the aviation parking permission for startup?
XXX29 on general aviation, standby for clearance, start approved, hold position.
Start approved and will hold position. And startup XXX29.
I now have to obtain clearance from London West for him, So as London West covers a large area, I could do that by voice, but I won't. I'll do it by text. I just need to confirm what he is. Eurofighter 2000. So I have asked for the clearance. I have given the aircraft permission to start up. And this is what landing controls say. Right, I have to confirm that, which I've now done. I have to allocate him the squawk. So I've done that. London's acknowledged that. So I'll now go back to the aircraft. Tango Papa X-ray 2 and 9er on stand general aviation, cleared, leave the Bristol zone after departure runway 09 to the west, not above altitude 1,500 feet on QNH 1017 VFR, squawk 5071. Tango Papa X-ray 29 Bristol ground.
Bristol ground, this is Triple X29, yes I can hear you, and ready for taxi.
Triple X29 Bristol ground, please read back the clearance.
Could you please repeat the clearance? I think we're talking to another aircraft.
Roger. Triple X29 after departure cleared to leave the zone to the west, not above altitude 1,500 feet, QNH 1017 VFR and squawk 5071.
Clear to, after the takeoff, to clear the control zone from the west, not above altitude 1,500. And could you please repeat the squawk for me, please? Triple X29.
So let's do 9. Not above 1,500 VFR on QNH 1017, and the squawk is 5071.
Not above altitude 1,500 on VFR. Squawk is 5071. Triple X29.
Triple X29 are correct. Triple X29 are standby for taxi.
Triple X29 ready for taxi.
Triple X29 are standby for taxi, incoming aircraft.
Triple X standing by.
Triple X29 taxi Holding Point Hotel X-ray.
Taxiing to Holden Point Hotel X-ray. Triple X29.
Triple X29 contact tower 133.850.
Going to 133.850. Thank you for the ETC, sir, and goodbye.
Cheers, bye. Now that is unusual. His tower has cleared him to run down the runway and turn, rather than coming off back to me on the taxiway and then back to tower at Golf X-ray. Thank you for watching this introduction to Euroscope and Vatsim air traffic control at Bristol. Please hit the subscribe button and make any comments. Bye.